Welcome to Inspiring You. I'm Henry, and my friends, we're going to be talking about the super new moon and total solar eclipse coming up on Monday, April 8th. This is one of the most powerful cosmic events of the year. It's a cosmic convergence which holds profound significance. So imagine it as a beneficial gateway, an invitation to new realms of possibility. But my friends, there's a caveat. You are being called to shed your old baggage. The past cannot accompany you into this fresh volume. We are letting go of one volume, coming to completion with one volume, and beginning a new volume. So remember that you have free will. You get to choose. So you can stay in the old or find closure and completion in what has been finally being called to be closed, and allow yourself to shift and embrace the new. Remember, you're an empowered creator, so you check in to see what you're ready for. So the reflection question is, are you ready, my friend, to relinquish what no longer truly supports you or is being called to completion, or this new path that might be calling to begin? Well, if you are, the key to it is surrender. Surrender is your key. Surrender empowers you to sync with your divine design, allowing you to receive what is yours for the highest good, allowing you to shift in that energy of love, syncing with love and grace to offer guidance and support. And with that, allowing your intuition to awaken and remembering that past lessons become blessings. That's right. Past lessons become blessings. So let yourself download that wisdom. Let yourself release the weight of old patterns, break free from negative scripts, and step into the luminous dimensions of your highest expression, letting yourself be the light that you truly are. So with this, friends, let yourself sink into choosing wisely. You can either linger in the familiar or seek closure, allowing completion to propel you forward. The universe is unfolding new paths before us, yet alignment isn't always swift. So let yourself remember that as well. New possibilities are opening up for us now. But remember, stepping into alignment with them is not always easy or instant. So just remember that. And the question is, are you really willing to let go of the baggage you've been carrying so you can begin the bright new volume of what your soul sees for you? Freeing yourself from lower patterns and negative programming so you can tap into the light of the higher dimensions and step into the alignment with the being of your highest divine expression of love, connecting into that divine design. But before we commence fully to the rest of this energy update, my friends, if you seek to enhance your intuition and deepen your connection with your inner guidance system, consider joining my powerful group programs on Patreon, the Meditate with Me in all access levels. I extend a warm invitation to you to join our incredible, inspiring, amazing group. The link will be provided in the show notes, my friends. So also with the My Inspiring You podcast, there's a paid podcast as well that has a ton of energy healing meditations and so many amazing tools. You could also consider becoming a member there as well. All right, friends. So if you find also this information and these meditations to be really helpful, consider subscribing to this podcast, liking it. Also, if you're listening on YouTube, subscribing to my YouTube channel. By doing so, you'll receive transformative content, and please feel free to like and leave comments. Your feedback fuels our collective growth and is so appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you in advance. Okay, let's dig into the rest of this energy update. This will be a total solar eclipse in the sign of Aries. This is one of the most powerful cosmic events of the year, and will shape the path we are destined to walk for the next 18 months. That's right, 18 months, my friend. So eclipses are always highly transformative times, and this eclipse, being a total solar eclipse, is at its maximum strength level. A solar eclipse always falls on a new moon, So you can think of this as a supercharged, super activated, super intense new moon. This spectacular celestial show, if you want to know the path of totality, you can head over to, you probably can Google it or research it. You can also go onto the NASA site. They have a path of totality map. In fact, if you are wanting to, you can also view it live on the NASA site. Most of North America will have the chance to see the moon pass in front of the sun during the solar eclipse. NASA is also inviting the public to participate with in-person events and opportunities to do science as well. And there's just multiple ways to watch online. If you are in California, in Los Angeles, where I am, it is a partial solar eclipse, but in other places, it is a total eclipse. So in Los Angeles, it's going to first take its dive around 10:06 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Then the maximum is at 11:12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then 12:22 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So it is about a 2-hour spectacle, if you will. This cosmic spectacle is just one to watch. So made even more notable is the pairing of the super moon. It marks just a really powerful time. Also, if you are going to be looking at it outside, make sure to have your specialty eclipse glasses, because you do not want to view it without these specialty glasses or through any kind of lens or even sunglasses. You want to make sure to have those glasses to protect your eyes, my friends. Okay, so let's dive into some more and unpack what all this means. So here are a few things it's bringing in. The one I've already been feeling is the powerful healing energy that allows us to source wisdom from our wounds. Y'all, I have been going deep into writing this past week, sourcing wisdom from painful experiences. And I can tell it's directly related to the cosmic energies flowing in. The wounded healer is now channeling into source wisdom and really being called to complete one volume, so that way I can shift into the new volume. So the past can be in the past and the wisdom can be carried forth. So with that, my past week there has been a lot of purging, and sometimes with the purging, there can be tears, there can be moments of just sadness processing, and it's just about embracing all of the emotions and not looking at emotions as right, wrong, good, or bad, really embracing all the emotions and asking what the emotion is bringing and downloading the wisdom, completing the emotion, and allowing yourself to shift, and then letting light fill in the spaces. So just using the practice of the tools. So also, this is really bringing in new beginnings, new pathways, new ways of seeing things, new opportunities that lead you in a different direction, something that you've been dreaming about or already working, that allowing it to become a reality. Around the world, we may see news about world leaders and things shifting collectively as well. But let's dig in more to the celestial event. So the new moon solar eclipse, the new moon represents the start of a new cycle. So this solar eclipse magnifies that energy, opening doorways, clearing pathways, and getting us to shift in a new direction. The fact that this solar eclipse falls in Aries only amplifies this, as Aries is the sign of new beginnings. So expect some new information, new way of being, or a new pathway to open for you under this eclipse. As this eclipse is so powerful, this new opportunity or beginning may be seen even up to a month after the eclipse has reached its peak. So it could also be that the solar eclipse awakens a new way of being that changes the direction or course of your life. So it may feel subtle at first, but when you look back at it this time, you'll be able to see just how much shifted and transformed during this month of the year. Eclipse energies can range from quiet and subtle to boisterous and loud. Under this eclipse, we may find ourselves presented with unforeseen, surprising opportunities or on the threshold of an unexpected path we've never anticipated. It's said that eclipses bring fated events that move us to a higher state of consciousness. So trust what unfolds and try to allow yourself to be guided rather than trying to control it. Let's just repeat that. Trust what's unfolding and try to allow yourself to be guided, friends, rather than trying to control. So with that, the solar eclipse in let's talk about Chiron in Aries. At the time of the eclipse, we have the sun, the moon, as well as Venus, Chiron, Aries, Mercury retrograde in the sign of Aries. So this creates a strong force field of Aries energy, which will encourage us to step up, find our leadership abilities, and activate the strong, empowered creator within. If we find ourselves facing situations that are difficult or challenging, this energy will deliver a boost of motivation and inspiration and confidence to help us navigate our way through. Of all the planets hovering in Aries at this time of this eclipse, Chiron stands out as being one of the most dominant due to its proximity in the new moon. Chiron is actually an asteroid known as the Wounded Healer. It represents our traumas and wounds that we inherit from our previous and current timelines. These wounds cut so deeply that they tend to shape and fashion us into who we are. These wounds never really leave us per se, but instead remain with us. But that's where you download the wisdom to bring the wisdom forth. And proverbial speaking, the wound actually can heal, and you're just bringing the wisdom. But Chiron teaches us that we can source power, wisdom, and healing from our wounds. So its energy encourages us to look at our wounds as beneficial portals of power in teaching to guide and help ourselves and others. So in the myth of Chiron, it was his own wounding of being abandoned at birth that allowed him to find his role as a teacher, healer, psychic. It was through his wounds that he found his real light gifts. And I feel like many of us can relate to parts of Chiron's story. And under the solar eclipse, we may be feeling this or becoming aware of how this energy is unfolding in our own lives. So if you've been on a healing journey or you've come face to face with your own wounds, this solar eclipse will be a powerful time to transcend and move to the next chapter of your healing journey. Under the solar eclipse, wounds may come to the surface, or we may find ourselves sourcing power and wisdom from the traumas that once kept us held down or held back. So, this is strong, empowering energy under this eclipse that we can use to push ourselves forward and make the most of the time we have been given. So, if you listen to the energy update, I talked about how we're being called to come to completion, and we're called in terms of progression. Actually, we're being called for resolution and progression. So, are you allowing yourself to come to resolution and completion on things, to allow yourself to be in progression? And this energy of the eclipse is actually supporting us in that. So, there's strong, empowering energy under this eclipse that we can use to allow ourselves to come to completion, come to resolution, to allow ourselves to push forward in progression and make the most of the time that we've been given. So also with the new moon eclipse, it's all about then allowing yourself to set intentions. And with that, one of the part of the energy update this month was about letting go of trying to ditto your intentions from the past experiences of the months. So not letting yourself go into redundancy of your intentions where you're just recycling them from month to month to month. It's really about letting yourself come to completion in that volume and then becoming a clear channel, downloading your intentions from this space of where you are, this grounded, aligned, new consciousness space to write new intentions, because you'd be surprised at how even a word change can really make a difference. So while solar eclipses tend to stir fated events and put us where we need to be, we can use this energy to set intentions and exercise our co-creative creator abilities in connection with the universe. We are co-creators with the universe. So making a list of intentions and putting out what we wish to attract can be a powerful exercise to do that under these eclipse energies. This Aries solar eclipse is also a North Node eclipse, which means that this energy is rooted in the future. It's an eclipse for looking forward and embracing the changing times. This is not a time to look back or harp on the past. This is a time to look forward and see the potential of this new chapter, this new volume. This would be worth keeping in mind when it comes to creating your intentions. Try to make them fresh and new. Let go of recycling. Try not to ask for the same things, but find a new way to approach what it is you desire. Push yourself out of your comfort zone and dream big, because the energy around the solar eclipse is really, 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 really strong. You'll have plenty of time to set your intentions and can work with this energy for a few weeks after it has passed. In fact, sometimes it's better to wait and see what is downloaded before really letting yourself do that full intention setting. And if you are in my Patreon group, so by the time we get to the end of the month, when we're going to be doing the mindful Reiki energy healing plus intention setting at the end of the month for that mini online retreat we do, you'll be surprised at how you may have already received downloaded information, and it'll be a perfect time at the end of the month to sit down and do that retreat that we do monthly. And if you're interested in joining the Patreon Inspiring You Meditate with Me group, you'll be able to find the link. And y'all, it is so it is so affordable. It's only $20 a month and you get so much resources. We do 2 live classes a month with replays, and I tend to add on many, many classes too during the month, as well as you have access to the full library from the months back. And in February, we did 29 days of meditation, and there's Reiki meditations, there's mindfulness meditations. It's a huge resource, and it's only $20 a month. And you also can send in, we do this mini online retreat at the end of the month where we write intentions and we do a mindful Reiki energy healing intention meditation with it to clear negative energy, sending Reiki to the intentions. And then you send me the intentions afterwards that you wrote during the retreat. And I Reiki it. I then add it to my Reiki box, and I send daily Reiki to it every single day, which means you get a Reiki boost too. And that's all for $20. So consider joining the community. And it's just it's one of my favorite things we do during the month. I look forward to that retreat monthly, and it's online. You also can do the replay too. So around this, like I said, it's going to be really strong energy. And I will have a super new moon total solar eclipse mindful Reiki energy healing meditation up. So you can do that as well. And I recommend, doing this first and then seeing what comes through for your intention setting. So with that, my friends, that is the complete energy update for the total solar eclipse new moon in Aries. So before we go, though, we always like to break the links. So say this after me if it resonates with you. I asked to break the links with this talk. I asked to break the links. I asked to break the links with Reiki. I asked to break the links, leaving only harmony and balance at either ends. I also asked to clear any residual energies being held in my body as a result of these links. I asked the light to fill all the void cells, rejuvenating, refreshing, revitalizing for the highest good with ease and grace and gratitude. In gratitude, my friends. May peace be with all of you. Thank you so much for joining me. And again, friends, if you're finding this to be helpful, please like it. Please write a comment. Please subscribe. Please support it, because your support just means the world to me, and it can just also just really help. It takes a lot of time to put all of this together, and I just so appreciate any comments or anybody subscribing. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Much, much love, my friends.